a whole lot of people who just don't know the brand. So, and we know that it's a really interesting story with layers and layers, and that as soon as people can connect to it in a way, they'll fall in love with it, just as we have. And to our booth walked Steve Mandel of Aspire magazine, and he looked at a photo that we had, a very old black and white photo from the 30s of several men holding up a gigantic carpet in Queens. And he stood in front of the photo, and he was so moved by it, and he had tears in his eyes. And I was like, I'm ready to do my speech about the products and the colorways, and he's crying. And he said, this is so nostalgic. I don't know what's happening here, but this reminds me of my dad, who worked in the food industry in Queens in this era, and like, tell me about this story. And so he was really truly interested in understanding what was behind that photo. And so once we started talking, he said, you have an amazing story here. This needs to be a movie. This is one way to reach more people. And so I think it took maybe 3 years in total from when we met to actually come to a finished film. It was a happy accident that he happened to see us, fell in love with the brand, and had he had already been thinking about making a documentary, so the timing worked out.